A Trouble with the Fetch's Quarry Truck, written and told by Tyler Wischudik, expired by NWR 1991. So Topham Hatt had already given a new road vehicle named Elizabeth. Elizabeth is a Fetch's Quarry Truck who works on the island of Sodor. Also, Topham Hatt gave Elizabeth a new driver, and her driver's name was Lucas. She enjoys his work on the island of Sodor, and she loves her new driver. But despite her enjoying her new driver, there was a problem. "Oh! Ah! Exclaimed Elizabeth. "Lucas, do you please drive properly next time?" "Nonsense," replied Lucas crossly. "You're just finding things to complain about." Being a bit of youngster, Lucas is trying to drive fast, but Elizabeth didn't like it. "Lucas, there's a crossing gate. We need to stop. Lucas, stop! Elizabeth was all steamed up. She was red in the face and very cross. "Phew, that was a close one," laughed Lucas. But Elizabeth didn't think it was funny at all. "Don't just laugh. We could have an accident and be hurt," snapped Elizabeth angrily. "Oh, calm down, Elizabeth. It was only a bit of fun," he replied. As the gates were open, Elizabeth rolled away. "I really wish I had a better driver," she muttered to herself. A decade went by, and after years working on the mainland, Sir Topham Hatt had recommended by Sir William Stanya to help other railways overseas. This meant that he has no use for Elizabeth anymore. "I'm sorry that this is part of the way, Elizabeth." Elizabeth and Lucas were sad that they were part ways, but she was secretly glad that things were changing. One day, Elizabeth was sold to the quarry, located on the Peel branch line. "Well, I hope my new driver is better than Lucas," she said to herself. But it wasn't. "Oh, slow down!" "We can't," her new driver replied. "This light is made from the harbor, and we're behind schedule." "Well, maybe if you didn't dawdle about it so long, we wouldn't be late." "Laziness, if you ask me." They soon arrived at the harbor. Elizabeth was tired and shaken. "Say," the dock manager said, "you're quite early. The ship doesn't leave for a couple hours." "Oh, I thought we were late," laughed the driver. But Elizabeth didn't find it funny. She seethed in fury. "Not only careless when you're driving," Elizabeth said crossly. The driver scoffed. "Look, mistakes are made, but we got here even early," her driver said sternly. "So there." Elizabeth was so annoyed that she sent home in the slate quarry. She complained so much that she began to be aggressive. Her driver was getting fed up with the complaints. One night, they made a plan. "Alright, Elizabeth, we have to make the delivery all the way to Kildare. Some slate is needed for the station." "Okay, fine, let's go. Is my load filled up?" Of course. However, he was lying. Soon they made their way towards Kildare. However, her driver was going too fast. "Come on, not so fast. It's too dark out there." They neared the sharp corner. "Perfect," he said to himself. Suddenly, the driver veered her towards the slope, and he jumped clear out of her cab as Elizabeth fell off the road and crashed into the shed. Luckily, the driver failed to aim her towards the rails well enough. The driver didn't know her, however, and he walked away to the scene. I'm glad we never had to listen to Elizabeth complaining again. Elizabeth was horrified from her driver's behavior. "How dare he do that to me? He'll pay one day." But she didn't know how while she's trapped in the abandoned shed. Days, nights, weeks, months, and years passed. She began to be covered in dust and webs. He had accepted her fate, and there was no hope for everyone to find her. She was truly lost and began to sleep. One afternoon, Thomas was taking special loads to the docks, but the loads were heavy, and when he tried to pull them, his coupling rods broke. He wasn't going anywhere, and when Thomas's driver saw an old shed near the track, I must have continued this story. That will be the next story that you already know.